I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about I've never felt this confident. Well, confidence is an incredibly attractive trait, and it's not easy to be a confident person. We all have our insecurities, and the more love and affection that we got in our early childhood, the more confident and secure we tend to be. But it's not our fault if we grew up in a home where there wasn't a lot of love or affection, or there was alcoholism or abuse or neglect. We didn't choose it, okay? We didn't choose to be in that family. We didn't choose to grow up in that environment or be neglected our whole life by our caregivers. So it's not our fault. But when you do become an adult, it does become your issue, and you are then responsible for how you handle things in your life. Now, when you've had a pattern years and years and years, you don't know anything different. It's so ingrained in you that it's very difficult to change. But what I have found, and one of the best things about a breakup, is that we are incredibly motivated. And quite frankly, I don't think anybody gets as motivated as they do when they're going through a breakup. Something clicks inside of us where all of a sudden we are just determined like we've never been before, with our health, with our education, with our career, with hobbies and interests. Just about everything makes us want to be the best version of ourselves. Now, of course, a lot of that time is spent trying to do it to get an ex back, but what you find along the way is that it doesn't become about the ex anymore. It becomes about being the best version of yourself, and that is what I'm always trying to help you guys learn and understand. I want you to get to a place where you are doing so great, it doesn't matter if you get that ex back or not. Okay, of course, if that is what's best for you, I hope that you get it, and I'm rooting for you. But I don't want you to make all this journey and all these experiences and all this time you're spending on yourself about them. You need to do it for yourself, okay? And I'm really excited to say, but this is my 400th video, and I didn't realize it until I looked, and I was like, wow, I'm already at 400. And I think that's pretty awesome, and I know a lot of you guys do. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and sharing my videos with your friends and your family to help them and better their lives. I really do appreciate that, and I love to hear it because it tells me a lot when I talk to you guys every day and they're like, I've showed you to my friends, I'm showing you to my family, and it's helping your support system as well. That's the great thing, is that when you educate and teach them, they can then help be a better support system for you. So it's pretty awesome. And so today's email, it's not so much about getting an ex back, okay? Well, it is, but you're gonna see everything that I've kind of just been talking about, because this is somebody that I did a coaching with about a year ago. And she sent me an email, and I was like, this is a really good email. I'm going to share it with you guys, okay? So she said, Dear Craig, I'm not sure if you'll read this. I know what a busy man you are. We Skyped over a year ago. My name is Autumn. I am 26 years old. My ex broke up with me in October of 2016. It was a same-sex relationship of 2 years. I spent almost all of 2017 just feeling heartbroken and lost and disconnected from everyone in my life. It was very difficult for me to move on since my ex had started a new relationship just weeks after our breakup. She left me for her boss. My self-esteem was at an all-time low. I was constantly thinking about how he must be so much better than me. I felt so unlovable and worthless. I think a lot of us can relate to that when we're going through a breakup, right? My family is very religious, so they never knew about my relationship, let alone my breakup. I had to hide my pain, and I felt alone. I hate to admit that despite all of that, I still wanted my ex back. As discouraged as I felt, I kept watching your videos and began to do the work. I was able to learn that I have an anxious attachment style, and it was my insecurities and jealous behavior that pushed my ex away. I also realized I had unresolved feelings from my dad's death 5 years ago. It was not hard to blame myself for the breakup, but as time went on, I kept watching your videos and I picked up on a lot of my ex's behavior that should have been red flags. That's awesome. See, now with all the information you're learning, you're able to incorporate, hey, you know what? She did this and that was a problem. And so you're taking less responsibility off of your shoulders and realistically saying, you know what? This wasn't all my fault. I made my mistakes, but look at these red flags. Look at these things that she's done, right? I didn't understand why I always had a gut feeling that something was wrong, but I ignored it. And you guys know what I say. I have a video about this that says always go with your gut, because a lot of our times our instinct is trying to tell us something, right? It's a good video. Go check that one out. It's called Always Go With Your Gut. I often found myself having to work for her love, just like my mother. That caused me to become insecure and unhappy, so I smothered her. These are things I would have never realized without your videos. Wow, that's great. There's a little bit more here, but I'm so happy to hear that you're truly taking this information and incorporating it on such a deep level that it truly has changed you. So thank you, Craig. You've truly changed my life. I don't feel like the same person anymore. I've never felt this confident and secure, and I've learned so much about relationships. I came out to my friends and made so many new ones. I feel so loved. It's been a little bit over a year since my breakup, and I'm ready to put myself back out there and find someone new. My ex never came back, but I'm glad. I've never want to be with somebody that selfish and that toxic ever again. If this email makes it to a video, I want those of you hurting to stay strong and know you're not alone. Do not give up on your happiness. Believe Craig when he says it's not always about getting your ex back. You may realize this breakup is going to mold you to be the best version of yourself, and you'll be on your way to true happiness. She said, P.S. Craig, if you're ever in LA, I'm totally taking you out for dinner. Sounds good. I want to eat something really fancy where the stars go, right? Because you're going to be with a star. So, it's such a great video, and I'm so happy to hear success stories like this. I mean, this woman has truly changed her life, okay? Before the breakup, she was a different person, and she used this to be more confident, more secure, and happier than she's ever been. Her relationships are better. She's been more honest and authentic with her friends and her family about who she is and what makes her happy in life. And I'm so happy to hear that. And that's why I'm always telling you guys, even if you don't get your ex back, you can be a success story. I know it doesn't feel like it. She felt that same way. I felt that same way. I know what it's like. But believe me, you keep moving forward. Keep working hard. And you can have an awesome success story like that. And no one can stop you. Okay? If you make this about you and not about somebody else, no one can stop you from having this level of success. Something to think about. So, if you want to get my help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net, sign up for your coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching, I do Skype coaching. If you got to get with me right away, I do offer emergency Skype coaching. And Margaret, the awesome, amazing Margaret, is now available for Skype coaching as well. She's amazing. Guys, I'm telling you, you don't even understand how amazing she truly is until you talk to her for yourself. I was going to her twice a week, and I've been going to her and seeing her every single week, unless she was sick or out of town on vacation. We always have been together for years now, and I've used that to incorporate all the knowledge that I have on relationships and breakups and mental health and attachment trauma and all the great things that I teach. So believe me when I say Margaret is incredible, and you should jump at the opportunity to Skype with her, because she does have very limited Skype appointments in a week. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.